If you're stuck with warm-up routines for your ring muscle-ups, then give these few exercises a go. Before we get more specific into a ring muscle-up warm-up, check out the toes to bar part 1 video of a good warm-up there to open up your kip swing. So we've got 3 exercises on the rings, but first of all we need to get the setup right, and the setup's the same for all 3 exercises. Okay, so the rings are going to dangle down just above hip height, just under the chest, and then your feet are going to be directly underneath the rings, and then you're going to squat down but then into your toes, so it's still directly under the rings, and then lean back so your heels come to the floor. You've got a little angle with the rings there. So set up, rings under your chest, squat yourself down, and then lean back. Once we've got into position at the bottom, we're going to go through 10 reps of a hip drive plus a ring row. Okay, so that's going to look like this. So we're making sure that we drive the hips up and extend there through the hips, and then as soon as the hips have extended, we're pulling the rings to the chest.
Yeah.
Moving on from the hip drive plus ring row, we're going to keep the hip drive, but then we're going to transition over the rings. So hip drive plus transition. So set up at the bottom, same. So same explosive hip drive up, and then once the hips have come up high, we're going to ring row in again, but land on top of the rings, and at the top here we want to be looking down at the toes. Okay, keeping the rings in nice and tight into that solid catch position there on the rings. Once we've nailed the transition over, we're going to advance this move a little bit, and we're just going to transition over and then catch your whole body weight on the rings. So the feet are going to come off the floor when we get into that catch. So still transition over the rings, but the feet are going to come off the floor, and then still looking down at the toes once we get over the rings, and keeping the rings in nice and tight. Good stable position when we get over the top of the rings. And then finally, once you've mastered coming over the rings and you feel strong in that catch, do we add the ring dip in at the top. Okay, so all together that'll look like this. So for your warm up, go for 2 to 3 sets of 5 to 10 reps of each of those exercises before you get up onto the big rings to go for your full ring muscle ups.